Creature Online.
Some animals survive by blending in. Chameleons change color. Arctic foxes turn white. It's a defense mechanism to stay hidden, to stay safe. Sadly, many Christians have adopted the same strategy. They blend in with the world to avoid standing out. They wear spiritual camouflage. But here's the truth. If people can't tell you're a Christian, are you really living like one? Let's walk through 5 truths about camouflage Christianity and why it's so dangerous. First, Jesus didn't call us to fit in. He called us to stand out. Being a Christian means being different, not weird, not obnoxious, but distinct in love and purity and courage and conviction. Matthew 5:14-16. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Listen, a camouflage Bible might look cool, but if the camouflage takes the message out of it instead of spreading it, what's the point? Some Christians live their entire lives like that, disguising their faith until it's actually invisible. Blending in isn't neutral. It's actually harmful. I mean, when you blend in with the crowd, you don't just stay safe. You make it harder for others to see Jesus. In Matthew 12 and verse 30, Jesus said, "He who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me scatters abroad." You're either pointing people to Christ or pushing them away. There's no in between. Peter tried camouflage, and it broke his heart. When Jesus was arrested, Peter stayed close, but not too close. He warmed himself by the fire, surrounded by unbelievers, and 3 times he was identified, and he denied even knowing Christ. In Luke 22:57, he denied him, saying, "Woman, I do not know him." Camouflage didn't help Peter to stay safe. It led him to a greater failure. Afterwards, he went out and wept bitterly, not because he was caught, but because he knew he had hidden his light. Real faith can't stay hidden. If Jesus lives in you, people should know, not because you're pushy, but because your character, your speech, your joy, your purity, it should all reflect Christ. Romans 1 and verse 16, Paul said, "I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God to salvation for everyone who believes." A faith that's hidden is a faith that's slowly dying. If you're more worried about fitting in than being faithful, you've already lost your way. In today's workplace or school, people will boldly talk politics, sexuality, or controversial opinions, but Christians whisper about their faith like it's a secret. Why is the most life-changing truth in the universe the one thing we're afraid to talk about? The world doesn't need more camouflage. It needs clarity. Your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, they don't need to see a watered-down, barely visible faith. They need a clear, uncompromising example of someone who loves Jesus publicly, joyfully, and faithfully. 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 17, "Come out from among them and be separate, says the Lord. Do not touch what is unclean, and I will receive you." God never called you to blend in. He called you to step out. Here's the challenge for today. Ask yourself, have I been wearing spiritual camouflage? At work, at school, online, in uncomfortable conversations? Did Jesus ask me to do that? Listen, Jesus didn't hide his love for you. He didn't hide his desire to save you. Don't hide your love for others, and don't hide your desire to save them. The world has enough quiet Christians. Let's be bold, kind, and unashamed, so people don't just guess we follow Christ. They know we follow Christ. That's your faith in 5 for the week. Be strong, be good, and we'll see you next week. God bless.